Hello, I am Tanishta, child psychologist, interventionist, and therapist. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos which I have uploaded in couple of months. So today I will be talking about another type of discipline. If you remember, in my last video I have explained about positive discipline. Today I will be talking about gentle discipline. So what is gentle discipline? Gentle discipline is based on mutual respect between parents and kids, children, which is one of the five main type of discipline. So gentle discipline which basically focus on preventing problem. This is quite similar to positive discipline where spank or any corporal punishment, let me describe what is corporal punishment, like slapping or pinching, pulling, twisting, hitting, etc. are not allowed to train the child. Gentle discipline doesn't just focus on today's behavior. If a child is not behaving properly or is not listening to parents, it's really not gentle discipline is not focused on today's behavior. It helps parents to look at the long term. It focuses on teaching kids the appropriate behavior expected by the parents. For example, a child who calls his brother by name doesn't just get a timeout. I think you remember what is timeout, taking away the privileges given to the child. So, when a child is calling his brother or her brother with name, what we can do? We can go for timeout. But when somebody is using gentle discipline, we will taught him or her the nice way to use the word. The focus of gentle discipline is about parents managing their own emotion while addressing a child's behavior. So there are five effective way where how we can implement gentle discipline. The first and the foremost step to implement any kind of discipline is staying calm. If you are excited, if you are in anger, you cannot discipline your child because you are out of manner. You are not in control. So if you are not in control, how you think you can teach something to your child? So staying calm is very important when you are teaching your child something new or when you are not in stress. So staying calm, not in stress, not in anger is very important and it's very effective when you are in a calmness, when you are in a state of calm and you are teaching something to your child. Proper expectation. So at times parents expect something which are not age appropriate from a kid. So we have to see that whether the kid or whether the discipline that we are implementing is age appropriate or is it behavior appropriate or um, is the child's brain development is adequate. So we have to take care or we have to look after all the thing before implementing discipline. Affinity with your child. Be clear that you love your child and you dislike his behavior, but there should not be any question that you don't like your child or you hate your child. At times it may come in your child's mind that it might that my parents doesn't like me. As you are implementing this discipline process, your kid or your child may think that you hate them. So it's very much important to make the point clear. See, I love you, but I don't like the behavior done by you. It should be clear. The everything, whatever you teach your child is the communication is really very important. It matters a lot. Connect and contain emotion. Help your child manage his feelings. It's many times it's been seen that our kids are unable to express the appropriate emotion. When they are feeling of crying, it's been said that boys don't cry. And in many cases, even you have heard the dialogue that मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता. No, it's not like that. मर्द को दर्द होता है. Boys can cry. Why we discriminate? Why crying is only for the girl child and why not for the boys? This is an emotion. Come on. Crying or means if a child doesn't feel the appropriate urge to outburst the feeling, outburst the emotion, then it will turn into a negative energy. And when it turns into a negative energy, only one thing you can see as an emotion is anger, because they don't know how to smile, how to laugh, how to take jokes. They don't know anything. So it's very important to connect and contain the emotion of the child. Explain that everything is fine. Yes, you have the right to cry. Even he is a boy. Teach them. It's very important that we teach them. We are parents. We have all the right to teach our child the right thing, because this is all future based. Whatever we will be teaching them today, it will turn out to be a proper future for our kid. The last step is explain and set a good example. So communication is a way that shows your child how to handle difficult situation. Communication is very important in every aspect of life, whether you are teaching something new, whether you are implementing a new discipline, whatever you are doing, it plays a really vital role. Communicate. I tell each and every parents of mine, every patient of mine, every kid with whom I interact, communication, talk, the talk therapy is really very important. When you are coming to a psychologist or a counselor, we talk, we communicate. This is how we make rapport. We try to understand by taking various sessions. It's not only in one session that we build rapport. So rapport building is very much important, and that is important with the help of communication. If we communicate with the kid will understand what we mean to say. Why are we doing all this thing? How we will be doing it? So everything is dependent on communication and how good communicator we are. And I trust that parents are the best teacher. No teacher, no counselor, no psychologist can take that place where our parents is intervening. So parents are really very important teacher. So let me give you an example of gentle discipline, where a boy of 5 year or 6 year, he is not willing to do any his maths homework or any homework. Okay, so he is refusing his parents that mom, I won't be doing this homework. It's a straight refusal. Fine. So when a parent is using gentle discipline, so this might means it the response will come in a humorous way, like so what you want to do, you want to write 2 page of explanation to your teacher and tell her that why you haven't completed your homework. So you are making rapport, you are building up rapport, because your kid is refusing to do something which is important. It need to be submitted to the school, but you can't say the consequences. Like, see, if you are unable to complete the homework, then next day you have to face the punishment or any. You can't say the consequences. Consequences are not accepted here. But instead of consequences, we just lighten up the situation, like with humorous statement. Like what you are going to do? You want to write 2 page letter to your teacher explaining why you haven't done your homework? And when you see that the situation has been lightened up and the situation has diffused, so being a gentle disciplinary, you would offer, you will sit beside him and you will talk to him about the maths paper and help him to sort it out, discuss about it, how to do it, how quickly it can be done. If you take that initiative, your kid will be happy and your kid will be doing it nicely. So your initiative is very very important. Your involvement plays an important role when it comes to uh, implementing a discipline. So this is gentle discipline, the second type of discipline in the discipline chart. And in my next video I will be discussing about the third type of discipline. So wait for that. Till then, implement it. It's very interesting. If you implement something new to your kid, it is a learning experience for you as well as for your kid. So till then, goodbye, take care, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my videos. Bye bye.